Occurred, the 12th of December 2014, 10 hours 30 minutes and 0 seconds. Local location, Greensburg, in, USA. Shape, circle. Duration, 30 minutes. No of observers. 2 characteristics. Lights on object, changed color. Bright strobing multicolored star-like object. A single bright small object stroking multicolors very fast, object never moved. I took photos with 35mm digital camera and got video footage. The zoomed-in photo looks like 2 bowls inverted over each other.
Occurred, the 1st of July 2016, 12 hours 36 minutes and 0 seconds. Local location, Greensburg, in, USA. Shape, flash. Duration, 3 minutes. No of observers. 2 characteristics. Changed color. Flashing light disappears at very fast rate. Flashing object spotted and witnessed by 2 people. Flashing many colors south of Greensburg before flying upwards and disappearing very fast at a very fast speed. Colors consisted of red, white, orange, and blue, changing at a very rapid rate before taking off.
Occurred, the 26th of August 2016, 23 hours 0 minutes and 0 seconds. Local location, Greensburg, in, USA. Shape, orb. Duration, 1 minute. No of observers. 0 large red sphere with protrusions from top and bottom traveling silently from east to west silently and the size of a grapefruit. Large red orb or sphere traveling east to west just below cloud line. The sphere was about the size of a large grapefruit at arm's length in the sky. The object was solid in color and had red protrusions from top and bottom like if you took a grapefruit and stuck a pickle through it. It was all one object and did not glow or flash. There was no distortion of the light. Although our first thought was that a plane was exploding, it soon became obvious that this was not a plane or helicopter. It seemed high in altitude and moved silently across the night sky, becoming smaller and smaller until it blinked out and disappeared. Our general impression was that it was UAP under intelligent control.
Occurred, the 16th of November 2016, 18 hours 32 minutes and 0 seconds. Local location, Greensburg, in, USA. Shape, triangle. Duration, 10 seconds. No of observers. 3 orange lights in a triangle formation hovering 75 feet over the top of a radio tower. The 3 lights came together and made 1 light and it disappeared upwards. About 7 seconds later, it reappears in a triangle formation 75 yards to the north of the first sighting to the other side of the road. The 3 lights came together, made 1 light and it disappeared. The whole thing lasted about 10 to 15 seconds. No solid body or frame of a craft, just 3 lights.
Occurred, the 2nd of May 2022, hours 0 minutes and 0 seconds. Local location, Greensburg, IN, USA. Shape, disk. Duration, 30 seconds. No of observers. 1 characteristics. Lights on object, changed color. Round saucer, near ground, looks like color changing star from afar. Disappeared. I was beginning to rest for the night after a sleepless day, when what I thought was just a star started moving. I began gazing, and it began to come closer, where I could make out a disk with 3 semicircles on the edges. It frightened me, and I stumbled for my phone, yet it was on my desk, and I was on the far end of my bed. I told my mother, which she ridiculed me, and there seems to still eat another star in a similar position, which seems to change colors, and occasionally disappear from sight. Tonight, May 2nd 3rd, I'm ready to capture it, if I see it, of course.
Occurred, the 8th of September 2016, 6 hours 30 minutes and 0 seconds. Local location, Westport, IN, USA. Shape, oval. Duration, 5 minutes. No of observers. 1 characteristics, lights on object, left a trail. Orange orb. Was driving this morning and noticed an orange, yellow orb. Thought it was an star at first, then noticed it was below the clouds. I watched it for several minutes, then it disappeared. A few minutes later it showed back up, but this time the light was flashing. This continued for a couple minutes, then it shot off, leaving a streak of light.
Occurred, the 14th of September 2019, 22 hours 0 minutes and 0 seconds local location, Scipio, in, USA shape. Light duration, 2 to 3 hours no of observers. 2 characteristics. Lights on object, changed color object was spotted several evenings from around 2200 to 2400 hours to the west of Westport, Indiana, hovering in one location over the area of Scipio, Indiana. Lights appeared to be consistently red, white and blue and at times seemed to rotate and appear diamond-shaped. After a few hours object disappears. Viewing location was at our home. NUFORC note, possible helium-filled balloon. Perhaps one of the balloons allegedly launched by DARPA? PD.
Occurred the 4th of July 2010, 22 hours 0 minutes and 0 seconds local location, Batesville, near Lake Santee, in, USA shape. Fireball duration, 20 minutes no of observers. 6 characteristics. Aura or haze around object fireball seen over Lake Santee on July 3, 2010. Orange fireball coming towards us. Then went up into the sky into a pentagon pattern. Then went into a triangle pattern. It was at the top of the triangle. Was still visible, but much smaller than before because it was farther up in the sky. It lasted about 20 minutes or more.
Occurred the 4th of May 2005, 22 hours 0 minutes and 0 seconds local location, Milford, between cities, in, USA shape. Flash duration, about 5 seconds no of observers. 3 characteristics. Lights on object. It was the 4th of July and my parents and I were coming home from some fireworks. Occasionally, we would see small towns set off fireworks along the way. I saw a flash of light, assumed it was a firework, and waited for the noise. There wasn't a noise. By the time I had realized that it wasn't a firework, I saw whatever it was flash again. This time it was much closer. Yes, we were moving in a car, but it moved too much of a distance in that time to be stationary. The next flash was directly beside our car. The flash occurred about the same height as the top of a telephone pole, except the telephone poles were on the other side of the road. There still wasn't any sound. I looked behind the car anticipating the next flash, which occurred quite a distance from our car.
Occurred the 16th of January 2007, 18 hours 0 minutes and 0 seconds local location, South Milford, in, USA shape. Light duration, 2 minutes no of observers. 1 characteristics. Lights on object. I witnessed a bright light hover for a minute, then shoot straight up into the sky and disappear. I was driving southbound State Route 3 at approximately 6 p.m. Tuesday at dusk when a bright light caught my attention to the left. It looked like a helicopter or plane headed my way, but the more I looked it wasn't moving in any direction. So I figured it was a helicopter hovering. We had a large ice storm with power lines down, checking for damage or drugs. However, after a minute of sitting there, the light starts to dim as if it's turning, then moves to the left a little bit, then shoots straight up into the sky, through the clouds. When it was going up, it almost reminded me of when a space shuttle has taken off and is going into space. I lived in Florida and have witnessed many launches. It had the speed of one, but no jet trail or anything. The only light I saw from it seemed to be a flame, almost like an afterburner of an aircraft, but not blue, coming from it. After it disappeared into the clouds, I didn't see it again. I tried to be logical and rule out as many things as I could, since I don't want to come on here sounding like some idiot who sees a plane or satellite and thinks it's a UFO.